Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is SubZeroExtabyte and today we are going to be playing some more Roblox. Today we are going to be playing another obby, but there is a difference. This isn't just any obby. This is a blue obby themed with Smurfs. I love Smurfs, so decided to start this obstacle course. I am gonna see if I can do it. Let's start with these red bar hurdles. I am sure one of these paths is correct. Let's try. Oh nope, never mind. It appears I was wrong. Okay, I think I am going to try again and maybe this time I will get it right. Yep, that's 1 and 2 and hopefully if I'm right. 3 bridges. We didn't die, that's awesome. Okay, next up seems to be a bunch of blue spheres that we need to jump onto. We need to be careful as they look really slippery. Let's keep hopping up these in their spiral pattern and whatnot. I keep saying whereas as you can see today I am joined by Chip again as he really likes obbies and asked to join me today. Isn't that right, Chip? See, he totally loves it and it's going to be awesome. We are almost at the top of the balls, which is great. Oh, it seems like up ahead is going to be a little bit more of a tricky obstacle as it's a balance beam, so let's try to be careful on this one. Luckily I can actually see it and I know where I am stepping, so let's hope I don't fall like I always end up doing. Great, I just fell. That was perfect. I was doing so well and now I've fallen and died. Okay, let's try again and this time I am going to be a little bit more careful as I go over the balance beam. Easy does it. Nice and slowly, and there it looks like I have just about done it. Awesome. Now there's some bars ahead, so I'm going to hop across these and be on my way. Next up, it appears like there are some sort of tiles to jump over. They are almost like stepping stones. I can see these big giant Smurfs raining over the top of the map. They look really cool. I can't wait to get all the way to the top and be able to look down at the whole map. Oh, I need to be careful on this balancing beam because it's see-through and almost invisible, so I can barely see where to step. There is also some red hurdle jumps to get over, but they shouldn't be too difficult. We are in the early stages, so it should be easy. Being careful on these red patches so I don't die. I wonder what those red patches are made of exactly. Probably lava. And as you all know, I do love lava. These platforms are certainly a weird shape. They are like cylinders. And what's this? Are these like pyramid or triangle blocks? They look kind of like prisms if you have ever seen one. Perhaps I think they could be triangular prisms. You should Google a triangular prism if you don't know what it is, but it is basically that shape. These platforms are too hard. The balls do make me worry about slipping though, and the stairs ahead look fairly risky. I need to keep on the ball with this one. Pardon the pun. I died. I didn't really notice those weird red bars on the stairs that are probably made of molten lava. Let's try and be careful getting over these. Great. I died again, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem now that I'm getting used to it. I think Chip is getting annoyed that I am dying so many times, so I am going to have to be more pro for the rest of the obby to impress Chip and you guys at home, of course. We got past just by the hair on our chin. Luckily enough we can get past these walls and stairs and then continue on to what seems like a really big balance beam. I am going to tackle this really carefully but as fast as I can by just jumping as much as I can as I go along and make sure I aim my jumps in front of me so that I'm constantly landing on the beam as I go. I am glad this one isn't like the other where I couldn't even see where I was going. That one was certainly very difficult to say the least. Next is some sort of cylindrical ramp that we can easily hop over like all the rest. Look here, there's more triangular prisms to hop over. Hopefully I can do this alright and without any accidents in this weird Smurf world. I fell again. Time to try again. I never give up. Especially with obbies. They are my favorite thing to do. I am pretty sure from all the comments from you guys that you all actually really love obbies as much as I do. You actually all like obbies more than any other video, it seems. I will definitely try to do more in future for you guys. I am kinda like that. It is just a good job that I am SubZeroExtabyte and I am the best YouTuber in the world and give all of you guys all of the obbies you could ever want or dream of. I can feel that Chip is getting rather aggravated at me for dying so many times constantly throughout this obby. I am also pretty sure I am nowhere near the top of the obby yet. I really want to get close to the giant Smurfs at the top of the map. They look like a lot of fun. These stairs are rather cool. I like how they loop and stuff. It's actually rather interesting and there is something slightly hypnotic about it, I think. I really hope you guys are having fun. You should really try this out for yourself and see how far you can get. It wouldn't be hard to beat the amount of deaths I have already, considering how many times I've fallen in this video. Get up to this point on your maps and then leave a comment telling me how many times you've died. It looks like next to some sort of really long dark bridge. Different colored pieces have different effects. Blue seems to be safe, Red appears to be molten hot lava that burns you, and now we have this dark blue that seems like some sort of strange moving conveyor belt. This one should be pretty simple to try and conquer, but this is definitely a new obstacle, which is so awesome. I like bumping into new obstacles and new challenges. It's always important to keep challenging your brain and learn lots of new things to ensure that you can improve and progress and become more successful in the future. For example, by practicing this obby, I will actually be getting myself to perform much better in all future obbies than I do too. The square tile platforms are a lot easier than the red lava beams. I know that I am always talking about how I like lava so much and that it's my favorite thing in the world, but to be honest, it kind of hurts a lot when I am being killed by it on an obby. It seems like we have even caught up to other players that were ahead in the obby, which is pretty funny. I just can't deal with the fact that I keep dying because it hurts so much, and I don't think Chip likes it whatsoever. I am sure that I'm getting the hang of it all though. This obby is not the hardest one I've ever tried, to be honest. There's more balance beams to deal with, which are always a struggle to try and do, but I feel like I have totally got this one without and fails. As usual, there is plenty of red lava hurdles to hop over, but luckily at this stage it isn't too much of a problem, to be honest. Practice makes perfect. Next up is some sort of zigzag pattern of dominoes. This is going to be difficult. I am going to use some sort of strafe jumps to get past these big barriers. If I do alternating twist jumps like this, then I will be able to get past all of the barriers. I think if I put my mind to it, I will be able to do whatever I want, because remember guys, confidence is key guys, and if I use my confidence well, then I will be able to successfully get across all these dominoes jumps really well. Here goes nothing. There are so many different block jumps on this map, it is so intense that I can barely deal with it. There are all sorts of cubes and triangular prisms that I need to hop over constantly, and they are scattered all across this obby. It is slightly annoying, but I kind of enjoy them a little as they are easy to get past and try to hop over without falling down into the abyss or the void. Actually, to be honest, I think I would like to know exactly what is down in the void. Like, I wonder what is exactly so there that kills you every time without fail. Perhaps it is some kind of monster or even a demon spirit of some kind. To be honest, I bet for this map there is a demon smurf down there. There are spinning red beams ahead which look very dangerous, so I am going to have to be extra careful when dealing with these to make sure my feet don't get burned and I don't get tripped up and FSLLFLST on my face. That would be so horrible and painful and usually not cool whatsoever guys. I think that Chip is getting rather tired from me constantly jumping around obby courses. Perhaps these obbies are not Chip's favorite maps after all. I should have a private talk with Chip after this video and ask what he likes to play. I have died so many times, but I am so glad that I'm able to get past all of these really difficult obstacles after I die and then try again. It just goes to show you guys at home, if you ever fail, just make sure to try again until you figure it out and get it right. Determination is so important when people are trying to complete a really difficult task. You have to not only be super determined, but you also need a bunch of concentration and focus to make sure you basically get every single obstacle perfect and manage to make it across successfully and with plenty of time to spare. Next up we have some more parkour courses, which to be honest all seem a little bit easy compared to everything else that I have faced or dealt with so far. Now I have to pick a door, and luckily I chose the right one just in the nick of time and have now moved on to even more tricky conveyor belts. If you guys at home didn't realize what exactly the conveyor belts do yet, well, they actually roll and move in the opposite direction to the one you are trying to move, which makes it really difficult to actually get past and survive it. It's even worse if you jump over other obstacles on the across the conveyor belt, because it makes it extra difficult for sure. You can even do it in a particular pattern to ensure you are doing it right every time. There, I've done it. I managed to cross. That was a difficult conveyor belt to try and hop over, to be honest. I am going to have to do more of pro when doing the rest of this obstacle course if I want to survive and not fall as much. I am going to need all of you guys' faith and the belief of Chip the robot so that I don't fail this one. There are a few more platform jumps that I have just tried to get across, but I feel like I am going to possibly fall and injure myself. Perhaps I should just jump as I landed in a lower part of the obby and I don't want to start from there. I would much rather rather stay at the obstacle I was at much further up the obby course. Luckily there are checkpoints on this Smurf Obby map. To be honest, I have no idea how I would have completed this map without checkpoints. After almost every obstacle and section, it has definitely helped me out and made life much better as I try to complete the rest of the obby in time. Soon the video will be up and I will need to make sure I have finished this obby by then so that I can prove to you guys that I, SubZeroExtabyte, am the kindest and best YouTuber, but also the best at all parkour. I am so amazing that I can conquer any map that I try. It could be anything, not just parkour. I am just so pro at Roblox that all of my obby jumping skills are just next level. People don't realize how good I am until they see me jumping through an obby like this one, and suddenly they are amazed and super impressed by the way I so gently float through each parkour course without any trouble whatsoever. I have died a few times in this map, a few I should say, a lot. Chip was actually really angry at me for dying so many times. I am doing so well on this course despite the amount of times I have fallen off and died. I simply will not be defeated. I am SubZeroExtabyte and I can take on anyone at any place at any time anywhere. I am that strong and that awesome, believe it or not. I don't know if you guys realize, but I am destroying the Smurf parkour course. I am actually getting really far in it. To tell you guys the truth and admit something, I actually didn't expect to get this far in the big blue Smurf Obby. Remember you guys, if you haven't already and you have been watching the video and really enjoying it, then make sure you like the video. A like rating from you guys and viewers at home actually goes a really long way. If you like the video, then it shows me that all of my fans and people that watch my videos are enjoying my content and liking all the game content I am producing for YouTube. It also shows me that all of my loving fans are supporting me and helping me out with getting to know exactly what my fans like. You have all been doing so well with likes on the last few videos and I have actually been really impressed. We have really come a long way so far, guys. We have really achieved a bunch of stuff. We climbed all the way to the top of the obby and survived. I didn't expect this obby to be so deadly and dangerous, considering it all is based around the Smurfs, which are actually a children's cartoon. I guess it makes sense if the cartoon had lava and obstacle courses in it. That would make things easier, a lot easier. Let us get over these last cylinders and cubes to reach the other side and get even further. All these platforms are starting to get rather tedious and annoying, to be honest. This has actually been a great video as I have had a great chance to hang around the Smurfs obby areas, which has been so fun, and I actually made it really far in the obby despite the fact I even died like 20 times. Probably even more, to be honest. Perhaps you guys have kept count and have been able to figure out how many times I've died. If you let me know in the comment section, then I will be really happy and end up liking your comments. I have enjoyed this map so much in IL9V the Smurfs. I feel like I am actually being filled with Smurf magic and a bunch of wonder and amazingness. It's too much, guys. I've never tried Smurf magic, so I don't know what it is like, but it feels like I am literally being filled with all of the magic that I could possibly imagine. It feels amazing and I feel alive. It's giving me all of the good vibes that I need to beat this Smurf obstacle course. I am going to complete it one way or another, even if it is the last thing that I do. The Smurf movie is coming out soon, so I have got to make sure that I catch that on the cinema. It is going to be such a good movie and I cannot wait to see it. I heard that it is all animated and has no real life people in, which is even better than I expected. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I have really had an amazing time trying to get up this obstacle course and all the way to the top.